What's up, everybody? Mr. Burr here, just coming at you. Wanted to say hi, say what's up in this interesting time that we're in. We can't be together in school. Still wanted to provide some information for y'all, and we'll see how much we can get done virtually. I've got high hopes for it. So this first video that we're going to do is about college preparation. So this video is going to be after you've already committed to your college. There's going to be videos after this that come out that will be for 11th graders or if you're still looking at colleges, but this one is for if you've already committed. So we're going to go over some things that you need to do. If you have further questions afterwards, you can always email me. I think we can probably use Zoom if you wanted to do a video conference of some sort, but we're gonna go through some things. So after you've picked your college, anybody going to Penn State, shout out, a little biased, but that's okay. Any college is wonderful, as you all know, so I'm very excited for you all taking this next step in your journey. But the first thing that you need to do to officially accept your offer to go to a school and commit is send in your deposit. Of course, they want that financial aspect out of you, so once you send in your deposit, you are officially part of that school's program, and you can start moving forward with other things. So after you send in your deposit, the next thing you want to do is accept your financial aid offer. So if you have not filled out the FAFSA yet, you need to just stop this video and go to the FAFSA website. It's just studentaid.gov. We have resources in the school for you to help get that filled out, but you need to fill that out because that is how you get your loans for college. It's through the federal government, so that is the way you need to go. But you do need to accept your financial aid offer, and you need to send it to the college that you're going to. So once you get the email that says this is how much we're able to give you in aid, there's a link right on there that says to send to your college, so you need to do that. If you're having any trouble with that, of course, you can contact me, or you can also contact your college's admissions office, and they can help walk you through that. You'll get a confirmation email, but even if you wanted to call them anyways, it's always good to get that confirmation since it is how you're going to pay for college. Once you've sent over your financial aid, the next thing you need to do actually is probably choose some housing. So if you're living on campus, that's going to be really important for you to know where you're living, who you're living with, if it's just one person, so on. Big suggestion is when you get the roommate questionnaire, tell the truth, because that is literally how they pair you up with your roommate if you're doing a random roommate. So tell the truth so you can be paired up, appropriately. If you go to sleep early, tell the truth on there. If you are up to all hours of the night, tell the truth on there so you're not in an uncomfortable situation. Living with a random person is going to be a little bit awkward anyways, so just ease that process. But go ahead and take that questionnaire and submit it so you can get paired up with a roommate or roommates as quickly as possible. They're probably going to ask for another deposit for housing if it's not already worked into your official deposit. Every college really has a couple different housing options. They have suites. They have, if you're with more than one roommate, then it's probably a little cheaper. So you need to, figure out which housing option you want to go with, because there's going to be several for you to choose from. And then as soon as you find out your roommate, reach out to them, right away. On social media, I'm sure there's very easy access to it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok maybe, I don't know. But just reach out to them, see what they're bringing, see what you need to bring, because dorm room might only be big enough for one TV, so you might not need more than one TV. You need to find out if they're bringing a mini fridge, if you need to bring the mini fridge, just stuff like that. So don't, don't have the first time you're meeting this person be on move-in day. Maybe physically, but, definitely communicate with them. To go along with housing, you need to choose your meal plan. Again, there's probably going to be a couple different meal plans for you to choose from. If you're living on campus, you definitely need a meal plan. Most likely there's not going to be a full kitchen in your dorm room. Some suite type situations might have a kitchen, but you're probably still going to want a meal plan. So you need to figure out which meal plan you're going to choose. If you know that you have to have your 3 to 4 meals a day, you want to take the higher meal plan. But if you know you never eat breakfast or just eat a granola bar that you can buy separately, you might not need as big of a meal plan. So you know yourself best. You just need to choose the appropriate plan. So definitely take that seriously, because again, it's cheaper to buy the meal plan at the beginning than to add meal points on at the end, because you're really getting a discount when you buy the meal plan ahead of time, like right now, than if you run out of meal points. It's a lot more expensive to add meal points back onto your plan. So save yourself a little bit of money. Another note on the meal plans is schools usually do it by semester, and not all schools let your points roll over. So if you're like, oh, I'll save all my meal points for the second semester. Sometimes they don't let those points roll over, so it's kind of you use them or you lose them. So take that into consideration when choosing the best meal plan for you. All right. But the next step is you need to send your transcripts over. It won't be final yet, but the schools will still want to see your progress, because if you were accepted during the first quarter, your grades have changed, whether they stay the same or changed. It's still an update. So just do it through Parchment. We re-upload the transcripts every quarter. The counselors are still watching Parchment, so go ahead and request them, and we'll submit the process. 99% of schools are going to want them through Parchment, so that's just the easiest way to do it. Again, it doesn't cost you anything, and it's really the most simple way for you. You just kind of type in the college that you want to send it to and hit submit. We take care of the rest. So just go ahead and send it over through Parchment. Some schools or specific programs, majors, if you will have a computer requirement. So if you're going into a program that mandates a Mac, then you need to figure out how you're going to get that Mac computer. Now's the time, if you need to start saving up for that, or if you need to, look into an extra scholarship to pay for that, that's something you need to be aware of, because you don't want to show up on the first day of class and all of a sudden you need a new laptop and you don't have it. So just check out those requirements. Again, that's something you can easily ask your college counselor about. They'll know all that information. You'll be assigned a college counselor whenever you submit your deposit, kind of in your welcome email, if you will, or welcome packet. So just kind of look out for who that is and just shoot them a quick email saying, hey, this is the type of computer I have. Is it going to suffice? Again, just kind of double checking every aspect that you have for yourself. Just better safe than sorry. We already talked about roommates, so yeah, definitely contact your roommate. You don't want to wait too long about that, so just make sure you're on the same page. If you start talking and you just realize that you are completely different, that you go to sleep early and they are up till 3 o'clock in the morning every single night, you want to contact the Office of Admissions as quickly as possible to say, hey, something went wrong in the questionnaires, I need to be rematched. They'll do that, but you have to do it now. Don't wait the day before you move in. It's not going to be as easy, or maybe even possible. You're probably going to need a college physical, so check with your school again about what is the earliest date you can do that, because some schools might not take it unless it's dated after May 1st or June 1st, something like that. But just have that date in mind, and make sure you get a doctor's appointment for the appropriate time, because if you're living on campus, they may not physically let you into the dorm room if you don't have an updated physical. So don't delay your move-in date just because you didn't get a physical. Definitely attend your freshman orientation. Do everything in your power to get there, because you're going to meet a ton of people. You're going to most likely meet your college advisor, and something that most schools do during their freshman orientation is help you pick your classes for your first semester. So it's not like high school anymore where you come and meet your school counselor, you just tell them what you want, and they put it into the computer and the computer spits it out. After your first semester, you actually have to build it yourself. You have to pick the room number and the time and the teacher and all that stuff. So you physically go in and you manually do that. But for the first semester, usually a freshman orientation, your college counselor will help do that with you. So it's not like you're going in completely blind. You'll have experience for the following semesters, But just go ahead and do that so you have help with it. You know that you did it right. You don't have to worry about anything. So that's why it's super important to attend that freshman orientation on top of a ton of other stuff. You'll probably get your school ID at freshman orientation as well. So it checks off a couple boxes that you don't have to do during freshman orientation week when you're scrambling around doing 100 things as it is. So just check off as many boxes as possible. Finally, check out to see if you need to take any placement exams. So again, that's something they'll be able to tell you at freshman orientation. And what this means is if you took dual enrolled English your senior year, then you're probably not going to have to take freshman English in college. But if you didn't take dual enrolled English and you still think that you won't need to take that freshman English, sometimes there's a placement exam that you can take if for say you have AP credits or something like that. Again, those are all questions that can be answered by your college counselor. I know I'm sounding kind of vague right now, but each college is truly different, so there's not just a transparent answer that I can give you. But it's just, put that down on one of your questions to ask your college counselor so you get the right information. All right, let me do my little checklist here now. If you are still undecided about your major, there's a couple things you can do. You can take something called an interest inventory. You might have taken one already, but if you did it a couple years ago, you might want to retake it. What an interest inventory is it kind of just asks you 50 random questions about different skills or interests, if you will. And then when it spits out your results, it's not necessarily saying your top hit is what you have to major in. It's just giving you more information and helping you think about different options. A couple different ones you can use is called Virginia Wizard. So if you just go to Google and type in Virginia Wizard, it's the very first hit. Again, I think that one's about 40 or 50 questions. It sounds like a lot, but you can do it in under 5 minutes. It literally just asks you a question and you click yes or no or maybe, and then it spits out a ton of results about the answers that you give. The other one is through Major Clarity. So y'all, all of our students have access to Major Clarity. You can get through it through Clever on your Chromebook. So just go to Clever and then in the search bar, search for Major Clarity. Once you log in, right on the student homepage is something called an interest inventory, and you don't even have to go anywhere else. You just start answering the questions. All right, so just do that. And again, Major Clarity is really cool because not only does it give you results, it gives you information about the different majors through your results. It also there are interviews with people in that profession currently, so you can really get an inside look. It's a really, really cool thing. If you haven't used Major Clarity before, I'd go ahead and just take some of this time off from the classroom and explore that a little bit because there is a lot of really cool resources on there. So once you know which school you're going to, start preparing for your college life. Check out on the college's website what clubs and organizations that they have. So if you want to play an intramural sport, check out if there's fees for that. If you want to join the gym, see if that's another fee or deposit, or if it is included in your tuition. Again, all colleges are different. If there is, you want to join a tabletop club like we have at our school, which is board games and stuff like that. They probably have stuff like that, so you can start planning out, what clubs and organizations you want to join. And then keep applying for scholarships, so it's not too late. Even though you have paid your deposit, there are still a ton of scholarships out there. Our Schoology page is updated every single day with scholarship information, and you can now submit them right online. So please apply for those scholarships. Remember, if nobody applies for the scholarships, nobody can get the money. So we want to give away that money, or the community members want to give away the money. So apply. You can communicate with your counselors through email every single day if you need letters of recommendation, or through your teachers as well. But don't let that money go ungiven. So you can be that person that gets that money. $500 is $500, and through these local scholarships, that money just goes to you. You don't have to use it for tuition. You can put it towards a new laptop, or you can put it towards housing, or to a meal plan. So get that money because it's out there. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope I did this in one take because I literally have no idea how to edit. I'm going to be uploading, a bunch more videos, hoping to do at least one a day, cover different things like, rising seniors and how to prep, note-taking, organization, college life on campus, different stuff like that. If you have any recommendations or if there's something that you want to see that you have questions about, shoot me an email. I'm going to try to upload this on YouTube so you can drop a comment. Again, I'm not super tech savvy, but I'm going to do my best. So again, hope everybody's staying happy, healthy, and safe out there. And can't wait to see y'all soon. Miss y'all. All right, Mr. Burr out.